What is a dream? A dream is defined as a series of thoughts, images, and sensations that occur while a person is asleep. For most people, these play out like movies. You might be an actor in the film, but you're only doing what the script tells you to do. But what if you weren't just an actor, but the director? What if you could do more than just watch a dream unfold? A lucid dream is what happens when you become aware of the fact that you're dreaming while you are still asleep. This awareness can let some people control what happens in their dreams, to dictate what is happening and change the course of their dreams entirely. These lucid dreams aren't exactly common. The Sleep Foundation found that only 55% of adults have had at least one lucid dream in their lifetime. 23% of people who do have lucid dreams say that they have them at least once per month, meaning that only around 12% of people, or 1 in 8, have them somewhat frequently. There are methods we can use to encourage lucid dreams to happen, and that's what got us thinking. What if we followed these methods to see if they really work? The 5 of us, journalism students at Mohawk College, agreed to try these methods for 30 days and record any results we might have. The first step was to begin keeping a dream journal. The Sleep Foundation has found that keeping track of dreams on a regular basis may make it easier to remember dreams in the future. While this won't induce lucid dreaming, it is key to actually remembering the details when one does occur. As for the strategies that are meant to induce lucid dreams, the first one is the mild method, which stands for mnemonic induction of lucid dreams. It works by thinking about dreams as you fall asleep, either dreams you've had recently, or telling yourself over and over that the next time you dream, you'll remember that you're dreaming. By making this thought a habit, it's more likely for you to think it mid-dream. Reality checks are similar in the way that they build habits that extend into dreams. For some reason, your hands will often look strange in dreams, and you can breathe even while covering your nose. By training ourselves to look at our hands, it's more likely that we'll attempt to do it during one of our dreams. If we notice that something is off in the dream by performing these reality checks, it can turn a normal dream into a lucid one. Finally, the wake back to bed method includes resetting your REM cycle to encourage more frequent dreaming. By waking up a few hours after you fall asleep and staying awake for 30 minutes, your brain will reset to a point where it's ready to enter REM sleep once again, increasing your chances of having a lucid dream. With the methods we were using in place, we set out to see what we could dream up, and these are our results.
Yeah, so my dreams have always been really weird, but in the last couple of years, I started taking a medication and things have gotten weirder.
Usually when I do end up dreaming, it's usually very sort of random.
I do have I've had night terrors in the past. I've suffered through sleep paralysis quite a few times. About once a month I would get it.
I've had a lucid dream on a couple occasions.
No, I've not had a lucid dream. I've heard of the term lucid dream, and I've seen people do it, and I've seen videos about it, articles, but no, I've not had one.
Yeah, on and off. Nothing of interest, nothing of note besides just everyday life.
I used reality checks, and I also used the dream journal to sort of help me remember the dreams more, so.
But the number one method that really worked for me was plugging my nose and trying to breathe. I did that reality check throughout the day for the 30 days that we conducted the experiment. And each time that I had a lucid dream throughout this process, it was because of that technique. In my dream, I went to plug my nose and try to breathe in. And when I could breathe in, I realized I was dreaming.
I used the dream journal, the reality checks, and for a little while I was using the wake back to bed.
Yes, I had 2 lucid dreams during the experiment. The first one, I was sitting on my couch with my fiance, and the first thing I remember is turning to him and asking if he thought this could be a dream, which I guess is another technique that I kind of used while doing the experiment, asking myself throughout my waking hours, could this be a dream, and questioning reality definitely helped. So yeah, I asked him, do you think this could be a dream? I went to go plug my nose and try to breathe in, and I could. I was surprised, so I tried again to confirm that I actually could breathe in while plugging my nose and closing my mouth, and I could. So I turned to my fiance and said, oh my God, this is a dream. And for some reason, I thought that maybe he was also dreaming and our dreams were connected, which doesn't really make sense, but for some reason that's where my brain went. So I told him, maybe you're dreaming too, you should plug your nose and try to breathe. So he did that, and he kind of just gave me a look as if to say, that doesn't work, what are you on about? And it turned into a discussion of, I guess you're not real then, and I'm real and you're not, and that sucks. And he looked very concerned about it. And then, since I knew I was dreaming, I got up off the couch and I tried to jump into the air to see if I could fly, fell on my butt, and I woke up.
I did. I was hanging out with some old friends from high school, just in downtown Hamilton. I think we were leaving a bar or something like that, and we were just talking, hanging out, talking about all kinds of stuff, sports, video games, whatever. And eventually I sort of realized that it was a dream because stuff was just off. Like, some people had like the wrong hair, some people had the wrong face. And one of my buddies, this was when I actually noticed that it was a lucid dream, completely wrong. Wrong hair, wrong face, wrong build, all of that. And after that, I actually took a brief second to do a reality check, and my hands looked a bit weird, and after that, I just woke up as fast as possible.
I was on campus in an elevator, and the elevator just suddenly dropped at one point. I remember falling, hitting the floor of the elevator, and I thought it was weird, like, this doesn't just happen. So I looked at my hands to check, and they were screwed up, but in the context of the dream, it made sense. So I then got up and left the elevator and went to get lunch with my dad. I thought that was completely normal in the context of the elevator just dropped, I'm probably injured, let me go to a cafe. And what tipped me off that it might be a dream, and the weirder part was that my dad was just completely cool with that. I remember sitting down and saying, like, oh, I was just in like an elevator accident. It fell like 3 floors. He's like, oh, that's cool. What do you want to eat? So I plugged my nose, breathed in, and I could, and immediately looked at him, and I said, like, this isn't real. And then I was awake.
Yeah.
So you haven't had any lucid dreams over the course of the experiment?
No, so far I've not had one. But I have been doing the reality checks and the WBTV, and yeah.
I thought it was a really fun experiment. I could definitely see myself doing it again in the future.
Well, it was fun. I mean, unusual, but it was fun. Lucid dreaming is an interesting thing, so I probably will continue trying to induce them because I want to know what else will happen.
I think I'll keep doing them. I'll keep doing the methods that I've been doing, and hopefully I can get a result from them because I've been hearing stories about the people in my group and their stories, so it seems pretty cool.
Yeah, I had a really good experience with lucid dreaming. I'm definitely going to continue trying to induce lucid dreaming. It was something that I was kind of interested in before taking on this experiment, but actually committing and spending 30 days really trying to make it happen, I think just showed a lot of potential for growing that skill and that ability to be able to do that.
I probably won't keep doing it just because at the beginning, it was definitely making sleep paralysis more frequent. And like writing down the dreams while it was interesting is making the nightmares also way clearer, which isn't ideal. So it was a lot of fun to do and experiment with, but I'm probably not going to continue using it.
And now we get to the parts where you ask, what's the point? Why try to induce lucid dreams, or try to remember any dream at all? It's a difficult question to answer. Dreams are nearly impossible to study given their nature. You can't unpack what's happening in someone's sleeping mind like you can while they're awake. Despite that, there is some evidence to suggest that lucid dreaming has benefits. Some studies have shown that practicing lucid dreaming can improve psychological well-being while awake. Others suggest it can improve a person's self-confidence, as characteristics of their sleeping behavior can carry over into their waking personality. And some people just find lucid dreaming interesting. So the next time something out of the ordinary happens, count your fingers, plug your nose, and breathe. And ask yourself, is this a dream?